So today, as you know, we went to Parliament. Me, Harry's mum, George's mum. And we went in to hand a petition of over 38,000 signatures. We went into Parliament and handed this to Nick Hurd, as you can see from the picture on my Facebook page. I asked to take the picture as evidence, and he let us take the picture. Now, by the time I got home, a lady who is on my friends list sent me a message showing me something she had received in an email. This is the email that she was sent, and it says this: "Dear," and the lady's name, "we have rejected your petition you supported. Pass the bill to change death by dangerous driving from 14 years to life." Now, this is the petition we took today. It included confidential, libelous, false or defamatory information or a reference to a case which is active in the UK courts. Now, this is the petition we took there today. This is the petition that everyone's been signing. Now, if you look at it on change.org, there is certainly nothing confidential in it. There's certainly nothing libelous in it, false or defamatory, or a reference to the case. This petition is just saying that the bill that is just sitting there for parliamentary time to look at changing the sentencing for up to life for death by dangerous driving. We need to get this into Parliament now, and we need this passed now. There is nothing at all where these words that I just read to you, confidential, libelous, sorry, I can't pronounce it right, false or defamatory, or a reference to the case, in that. Yet today they rejected it. Their email also states to this lady: "We've marked your petition as confidential because of the personal information you've included. We were so sorry to read about the death of your son." So they've obviously sent this to the wrong person, because they're talking about Josh, Harry or George. Since then, another lady has received one saying the same thing. So they already knew about our petition. They already knew who was doing it. I'd already emailed them a couple of times and asking them why they hadn't responded when it was on change.org. And then I got, "You have to set up an e-petition." I set up an e-petition. I'm told I would hear within 5 days. I have not. So that we then do all the paper petition that every one of you out there kindly did. We then went and handed it to Nick Hurd today, as I've already said, and you already know. And then we get this email stating they've rejected it 3 hours later. I find that very strange. I have since then, as you can see at the top of the letter, you might not be able to see, that I have emailed Nick Hurd asking him about this. Also in the email, it states, "You're more than likely to get action on this issue if you sign and share a single petition. You can sign the petition here." And there is a link there, if you can see it. So if you go and sign that petition, it says you're going to get more action. Well, I clicked on that link and I looked at that petition, and the petition doesn't mention anything about a bill or getting it into Parliament. So I cannot understand why this has been rejected. Very strange. Very strange. So I'm sorry to everybody out there who put a tremendous amount of effort in, was out in the cold, asking friends and relatives, and you all gained thousands and thousands of signatures over a 3 to 4 day period, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm sorry to tell you in this video that they've rejected it already. I will still continue fighting for it, and I will still complain. I will still keep chasing it up because it doesn't make sense. Yet another thing. Yet another door closed. But for every door they close, I will just try another new door. I will carry on. You know, by the day and hearing more things, I'm just getting more and more and more concerned with what is going on here. I've had loads of messages from lovely people offering support, and loads of sad messages from people who said that they feel their family members' death has been covered up, but they just didn't have the strength, which I get, because it's very difficult to go through what you're going through and to do what I'm doing. They didn't have the strength to, you know, deal with it or complain or anything like that, and that's really sad. It's really sad, but it doesn't surprise me that this isn't just us. It doesn't surprise me. In fact, it would be impossible to be just us. You know, I fear that, you know, I was reading that in this country alone we have over 35,000 fanatics. Over 35,000, that's 35,000 people that hate us. Hate us. Don't care about maiming or killing us. It worries me. You know, not only have we had to suffer what we're suffering, but I'm also worried about my other children's children and so on. Because if the police cover this up, and believe me, this was a deliberate act. Whatever way it was done, it was a deliberate act. And what worries me, if you're going to cover that up, what is that showing? What are you showing there? You're showing that this is acceptable, and it isn't. It isn't acceptable, and people were so worried about saying things, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You know? Us parents, you know, and Harry's parents and George's parents, the things we've had to see, the things we've had to do, the things we've had to hear are just horrific. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it. Because there are no accurate words to describe how this makes you feel. It would be quite easy for me to just stay under my quilt every morning and not get up. Not get up at all and face the day. But I have to get up. I have to fight. Because that's the person I am. And I'm fighting not just for justice, for what I believe in. And what is the right thing to do. So again, I'm really sorry to everyone who petitioned. I will still keep fighting for it. And I don't know how many people are going to get these letters. Or emails, I should say. I still will keep fighting to get that in. And I'll be complaining about this. And just to say, I'm really sorry again to you all.